Hello and welcome to the Watch Kaki channel, where we bring you all the good and honest watch reviews. In today's video, we are going to take a detailed look at the Seiko Safety Ocean version 2 Samurai. I unboxed this watch a few weeks back, and this video is my in-depth impressions of this watch. So I've just zoomed in a bit so that you can see all the lovely details on this watch. Seiko actually launched this series sometime in 2019, and they've got three colors, or rather three versions initially. They've got the Samurai version, the Turtle version, and also the Solar Chronograph version. And subsequently, I think the new Monster version was released, and they all feature the same blue wave dial and just lovely dial here. It's got that shark motif here, the shark fin somewhere around the 8 o'clock area, and also the shark fin that is found on the counterbalance of the seconds hand. So the idea behind the Safety Ocean series, as the name implies, is to preserve our marine life, hence the name, the model series Safety Ocean. I think some proceeds of this watch sale would actually go to funding for marine research in order to preserve the ecosystem, but I'm not so sure how much of the money I've paid has gone to that research fund, because I paid around $450 for this watch, 450 Singapore dollars, and I do wish that part of the money I've paid has gone to fund that research. So this being a special edition, it's actually got that engraving on the case back. Let me just try to put it in focus here so you can see under the Kanagawa tsunami wave emblem. You will see it's engraved as special edition. Alright, engraved rather poorly, I must say. It is very lightly or very shallowly engraved, but nonetheless, it is a special edition. I don't know how limited this model is, but I have to tell you, it just looks lovely. The dial, the blue wave dial, and how it catches the light is just beautiful. Let's cut to some still shots of the Samurai Safety Ocean, and here you can see all the great details you can find on the dial, and look at the lovely engravings. And also here you can see that the bezel insert has got some texture going on. So of course we can go on and on about the beautiful dial. I mean, I can just show you this, I can just do and play with the light for the next hour, and I think you'll not get tired of it. You may probably curse and swear at me, but you probably think and agree with me that the dial is just beautiful. I mean, this is one of the best looking dials I've had seen in my collection. It's just beautiful here. Not the best craftsmanship. It is still CNC workmanship. It is not like handcrafted or anything like that, but the mere fact that the wave dial looks so great, I think at this price point you can't really complain. So specs wise, this watch is just the same as any other regular SRPB series Samurai, the stainless steel versions that were launched sometime in 2016. It's got a stainless steel bracelet with solid end links, and the case, the movement, the case back, the bracelet, they're all the same. They're built the same to the same specs of the regular Samurai. I've got a more regular looking Seiko Samurai here in the studio with me today. This is the SRPB 53, and this is one of the first models to be released from the series. And this is the plain Jane model, but I still like the wafer dial. I think it is a beauty in its own right, but this one here, Safety Ocean series, really brings things to the next level. And we're gonna run through some very small differences you will find between these two watches. So apart from that gorgeous looking dial, Seiko has also sort of upgraded their bezel insert for the Safety Ocean version 2 Samurai. This is the SRPD23K1 if I'm not wrong. So this one here, if you take a look, let's try and get the camera to focus, you will see that there is some texture going on, circular texture going on the bezel insert, and the markings here, they're actually engraved. They are not printed. Now this is different from the regular production series of Samurai, where you've got a printed bezel insert. Now this is flat, it's printed 30, 40, 50, triangular, and first to 15 minutes they're all painted. This one here, the special edition, these markings, they're engraved, and they've also got a circular texture going on the on the bezel insert. I think this is just fantastic. A little nitty-gritty details that brings things to a higher level. Fantastic job by Seiko. It is also worth mentioning that the prints found on the dial, the Seiko logo, the Prospex logo, and these words here, automatic divers 200 meters, they are silver. They are not printed in white. In fact, they are printed in silver. Take a look at the difference here. This one here, the SRPB23, the logo and the text on the dial, they are printed in white, like pure white. But this one here, the Safety Ocean Special Series, the prints are done in silver. So again, you see these little changes, and I really feel that the special edition here I'm holding on in my hand is really worth the premium. The upcharge is worth it. You're paying a little bit more, but I feel that it's totally worth it. And here's a wrist shot of the Samurai Safety Ocean version 2 on my wrist. It is a big watch. It makes no effort to hide that it is a big watch. Bulky, blocky, chunky watch, and I like it just the way it is. It is meant to be worn like this. It is okay. It looks a little bit big on my wrist. My wrist is pretty small at about 17 cm, but I think that's the way to wear the Seiko Samurai, and I'm sure George, this boy here, I'm sure he agrees. So there you have it, the Seiko Safety Ocean version 2 Great White Shark Samurai I've got in my studio today. And I tell you, this is a great watch. If you're sitting on the fence, you're not too sure if this version is indeed worth the upcharge, don't doubt anymore. Just get this one before it is all sold out, because I tell you, this dial, you really gotta see it in person. It really looks beautiful. I've held watches that are more expensive, and I think in terms of colors or in terms of design, I think this is nothing to be ashamed of. It's got a very humble price tag compared to few $1,000s Swiss watch, but in terms of dial design, the colors and the texture you're getting, I think this is a winner. Till the next video, this is the Watch Kaki from Singapore, and with me is George. He likes green watches, but these days I'm not buying any more green watches, so he has to wait for his turn. Alright, I'll see you next week. Bye bye.